AA, see you in church. Hi, I'm Manuel, and today I thought I'd talk about ID. Yeah, you're going to say, why would you want to talk about IDs? Well, I'm finding it everywhere you go nowadays, you want to do something, you need two forms of ID. I'm like, why would you need two forms of ID? You have your ID, and that's all you should need. Well, I tried to get a mailbox for privacy reasons. I don't really have a reason I need privacy, but my friend thought I might prefer to have my own mailbox. So we go over to the post office and see if I can get a mailbox. The answer is no. It wasn't because I was old, and it wasn't because I didn't have mail that came to where I live now. I had a new ID of my location, but they wanted more, you know, forms of ID. They wanted me to have another ID. And I'm like, what do you mean? I said, how would I have another ID? Well, you could have a passport. You can have the new travel ID. And I'm like, why would I have that? I don't have a reason I want to go across the sea anymore. When I was younger, I wanted to go to Spain, Paris, Paris, France, and all that stuff. But as time went on, my friends sort of niched those things out. One of my friends, she went to France. She was French. Well, not was. She is French. So I know, as so far as I know, she's still alive. And she goes over. Her grandmother talks fluent French. She doesn't talk English. So she learned it so she could talk to her grandmother. So they go to French, her school. And they're sitting in a restaurant, expensive up the butt. And everybody is, you know, all excited. And they found what they wanted because she told them what each thing was in English. But the jackass didn't guess that she spoke French. So they each told him what they wanted. And as they told him, he was saying, oh, yes, you want dog shit to shove in your ass. All kinds of horrible things in French. And he smiled while he did it, so they thought he was saying nice stuff. And he gets to her, and she comes out and puts a list of expensive stuff. And he says, oh, the waiter staff will be soon here so that you could lick their asses and suck the shit out of it. He says that in French. And he goes away and with a smile. Well, when he leaves, my friend goes and tells everybody what he actually had been saying. Well, everybody got annoyed. So they counted to 10. They put all their stuff in their bags. They got up and left a note. And she left a penny on there. She goes, this is all you're worth. This is your tip. The problem is that you don't tip overseas. And that was even a bigger insult because there was a tip to them for some reason. But they left, and she left. She had been writing her note while that guy had been going there, but he couldn't read it because it was in English. And she left the note there and she walked away. And then when he came back, there was nobody there. And it's just so strange. You need all these things. I understand why you need a passport so that you can be going and everything. You also get stamps showing where you've been in your passport and everything. And that's cool. But the United States, and for a mailbox, give me a break. It was just so stupid. I was like really annoyed that I couldn't get a post office box because I don't have two forms of ID. And I said, well, I have credit cards. No, we don't need that. We don't accept that. I said, I have my social security card. Nope, don't accept that either. So I was like totally annoyed, so beyond annoyed. Okay, I walked away. I said, no wonder nobody sends mail anymore. Everything, everybody wants not to send any papers of any form or fashion. And I understand that it saves money and all that kind of stuff. And when they start that bullshit about the world, this, they don't care about the world. They just want to save another way to save money. And it's cute that they're claiming that the reason they're doing that is for the world. But we know, no, it's not for the world. You could care very, very less about the world. But anyway, I just wonder, I don't get it. Why you would need that for post. Go get it. You just open your lock. It's there. I mean, that's revenue for the post department, but they don't want it. And I'm like, okay. I kept thinking, but I was like, I don't want to pay for something that's going to expire. Well, I would already have the post office box, but at the same time, that's going to expire. And I really don't have any plans to go overseas or whatever. That just, I don't know. Only place I want to travel nowadays is California, Vegas, and maybe Texas, and maybe Georgia. A little tiny bit Florida. California has always been where I've gone. New York, I used to want to go to New York, and Maine Augusta. For some reason, that location just always seemed interesting to me. Go to Maine, but I guess it wasn't interesting enough for me to actually go. But what do you think about that? Everything's becoming like that. They want two forms of ID or something. I just think it's gotten crazy. But anyway, remember to subscribe to my channel, put the little hand up high, say hi, write a message on what you think and some subject that you'd like to talk about. And we'll see. Maybe you'll see me here talking about it and you'll be saying, no, that's not what I think. And then you'll write another message and tell me what you think. I'd like to hear. I like information. If someone has information, you know, knowledge is power. And I loved school, but that's who I was. So let me know what you think. How do you feel about the whole situation? But anyway, AA, see you in church.